Hello everyone. In this video of chapter elements of group 16, 17 and 18, I'll be talking about the chemical properties of the elements present in group 16, 17 and 18, allotropic forms of some elements and oxoacids. Now let's start with the group 16 elements. They are having electronic configuration NS2 NP4. They used to attain noble gas configuration either by gaining two electrons forming E-2 ions or by sharing two electrons forming two covalent bonds. Group 17 elements has general electronic configuration NS2 and P5, and they used to gain one electron to form ions like E-1 charge, and they can also attain electronic configuration like noble gases by sharing one electron forming one covalent bond. Group 18 elements or noble gases have stable valence electronic configuration, which is NS2 NP6. They have no tendency to gain or lose electron. They are zero valent and mostly exist in the monoatomic gaseous form. Xenon has the larger atomic size and lower ionization enthalpy compared to helium, neon, argon, krypton. So xenon exhibit higher oxidation state, and it used to form some compounds also. Now the chemical reactivity towards hydrogen of group 16 elements. Group 16 elements react with hydrogen to form hydrides, and the type of hydride is H2E, where E could be oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium also. These are the some examples of hydrides of the group 16 elements. And if we are talking about water, water is the colorless and odorless liquid, whereas other hydrides like H2S, H2Se, H2Te and H2PO are the colorless, bad smelling, poisonous gases at ambient conditions. All hydrides have regular angular structure which are having sp3 hybridization of central atom E. All the hydrides except water possess reducing property, which increases in the order of this H2S is lesser than H2Se and H2Se is lesser than H2Te. Now, if I'm talking about the chemical reactivity of the another group, and that is group 17, elements of group 17 with hydrogen, they used to give hydrogen halide, and the general formula I'm saying here, it is HX. X is representing the halogen atom. It could be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. This is the order of acidic strength of halogen acids. Hi is the strongest and Hf is the weakest. Due to the decreasing bond association enthalpy of HX, the order is HF is greater than HCl and HCl is greater than HBr and HBr is greater than HI. This is the order of thermal stability of hydrogen halide, and it is due to decrease in the bond dissociation enthalpy of hydrogen and halogen bond. And if we are talking about the properties of hydrides of group 16, these are the melting points of different hydrides present in the group 16. Melting point is highest of water and lowest is of H2S. Then boiling point, again it is highest for water and lowest in case of H2S. These are the description of bond length or in between hydrogen and element of group 16. This is the bond dissociation energy, then fusion, then the bond angle which is forming in between the oxygen and other two hydrogen atom, and these are the pKa values of the hydrides of group 16. Property of hydrides. Property of hydrides we are seeing, because it is Hi is the most acidic, that is why it is having melting point 222. It is having boiling point 238. Bond length is this, and it is highest in case of Hi. This is bond dissociation energy, and pKa value is -10. That is why it is highly acidic. Noble gas or group 18 elements are chemically inert towards hydrogen due to their stable electronic configuration. Now the reactivity of group 16 elements toward oxygen, or the elements of group 16 form oxide of the type EO2 and EO3. E could be sulfur, selenium, tellurium or polonium. EO2 type oxide like ozone, sulfur dioxide are gases, while selenium dioxide is a solid and they are acidic in nature and react with water to form acids. SO2, SeO2 react with water to give you sulfurous acid and selenious acid. Reducing property of dioxide decreasing from SO2 to TeO2. SO2 is the reducing while TeO2 serves as an oxidizing agent. EO3 type oxides are the oxide like SO3, SeO3 and TeO3. They also dissolve in water to produce acids. Now the reactivity of group 17 elements towards oxygen. Group 17 elements form many oxides with water, but the most of them are unstable. Fluorine used to form two oxides, that is OF2 and O2F2. Only OF2 is thermally stable at 298 Kelvin. Both are strong fluorinating agents. O2F2 oxides plutonium to PuF6 and the reaction is used in removing plutonium as the PuF6 from spent nuclear fuel. Oxides of fluorines are Cl2O, ClO2, Cl2O6, Cl2O7, which are highly oxidizing agent and they are explosive in nature. ClO2 is used as a bleaching agent for paper, pulp and textile industries. It is also used in water treatment plant. Bromine oxides are Br2O3, BrO2, BrO3 are the least stable halogen oxides. They are very powerful oxidizing agents. Iodine oxides are Ai2O4, I2O5, I2O7. Are insoluble solids and decompose on heating. I2O5 is very good oxidizing agent, but it is used in the estimation of carbon monoxide. The higher oxides of halogens are more stable than the lower ones. Group 18 elements are chemically inert and they used to not react with oxygen directly. If we are talking about the reactivity towards halogen of group 16 elements, they used to form the type of halides like EX6, EX4 and EX2. Hexahalides SF6, SEF6, TEF6 are formed by direct combination. They are colorless gases. They have sp3d2 hybridization and they used to have geometry octahedral. SF6 is exceptionally stable halide for steric reasons. The stability of halides decrease in order of fluorides, then bromides and then iodides. Tetrahalides SF2, SEF2, TEF2 have sp3 hybridization. Dihalides are having SCl2, SCE, Cl2, TeCl2 have sp3 hybridization. Monohalides are dimeric in nature, for example S2F2, S2Cl2, SC2Cl2 and SeBr2. Now the next is the reactivity towards halogen of group 17. Group 17 combine amongst themselves to form number of compounds which are known as interhalogen compounds. There are following types of interhalogen compounds, that is XX-, XX-3, XX-5, XX-7, where X is the halogen atom which is the larger size and X dash is the halogen which should be in the smaller size. Now reactivity towards halogen of group 18 elements. Group 18 elements are chemically inert. Krypton and xenon, however, react directly with the fluorine to give fluorides like XeF2 used to be formed by the combination of xenon and fluorine gas at 673 Kelvin and 1 atmospheric pressure. XeF2, XeF4, XeF6 are crystalline and colorless, which used to sublime readily at 298 Kelvin. They are powerful fluorinating agents. Now reactivity towards the metals. Group 16 elements used to react with metal, like oxygen is reacting with aluminium metal to give you aluminium oxide. Copper is reacting with sulfur to give you cupric sulfide and magnesium is reacting with selenium to give you magnesium selenide. Group 17 element, they used to react readily with metal and they used to form ionic halides. Like sodium is reacting with chlorine to give you sodium chloride. Magnesium is reacting with bromine to give you magnesium bromide. Ionic character of halides decrease in the order of Ms is greater than Mcl, then greater than Br and greater than Mi. And M is monovalent metal right here. The metal halides having metal higher in their oxidation state are more covalent than the ones which are metals in the lower oxidation state. For example, SnCl4, PbCl4, SbCl5, UF6 are the covalent than SnCl2, PbCl2, SbCl3 and UF4 respectively. Group 18 elements noble gas do not react directly with metal. Now, allotropy. Elements of group 16 used to exhibit allotropy. Oxygen has two allotropes, oxygen and ozone. Sulfur exists in the number of allotropic form, that is, some are rhombic and monoclinic sulfur. These two are the important allotropes of sulfur. Both are non-metallic. Selenium exists in two allotropic form, that is red and grey. Red is non-metallic, grey is metallic. Tellurium exists in two allotropic form, that is crystalline and amorphous. Polonium reveals two allotropic form, that is alpha and beta, and both are metallic allotropes. This is the difference between the rhombic sulfur and monoclinic sulfur. Rhombic sulfur is pale yellow and monoclinic is bright yellow. It is crystallic, orthorhombic, and it is monoclinic form. These are the melting points. These are the density of both the sulfurs. Rhombic is insoluble in water, soluble in carbon disulfide, and it is also soluble in carbon disulfide. Stable below 369 Kelvin and transformed into beta sulfur above this temperature. Stable above 369 Kelvin and transformed into alpha sulfur below this temperature. Acid molecule having puckered ring structures, and it is having also a puckered ring structures. It is prepared by the evaporation of rose sulfur in carbon dioxide. Rhombic sulfur melted in a dish and cooled till the crust is formed. Two holes are made in the crust and remaining liquid is poured into the needle-shaped crystals of beta sulfur. This is how monoclinic used to be prepared. Now the oxo acids of sulfur: sulfurous acid, sulfuric acids, and pyrosulfuric acid, peroxymonosulfuric acid, peroxydisulfuric acid, thiosulfuric acid. These are the 6 oxo acids of sulfur. Having molecular formula: sulfurous acid is H2SO3, sulfuric acid is H2SO4, pyrosulfuric acid is H2S2O7, having peroxide linkage in between the two sulfur atoms. Peroxymonosulfuric acid is H2SO5, peroxydisulfuric acid is H2S2O8, and thiosulfuric acid is H2S2O3. And oxo acids of halogens are hypochlorous acid HOCl, chlorous acid HClO2 or HOClO, chloric acid is HClO3, and perchloric acid is HClO4. So this is all about the oxo acids of halogens.